We are so excited to have Scarlett Johansson talking to us exclusively about starring in the action-packed new film, Transformers 1. And when I say excited, Vlad has been jumping up and down like a little boy all morning. That's how excited he is. The Oscar-nominated actor plays Elita-1. Thank you very much. In this clip, she gives young Optimus Prime a pep talk on their journey to find the matrix of leadership, which was believed to be the key to saving their world.
Listen to me. I really want you to hear this. Are you listening? I'm better than you.
Yeah, okay, I'm hearing you.
I'm better than you in every way except you have hope. You always have. You went back into the mine to rescue Jazz. You snuck up to the surface to find the matrix of leadership.
Yeah, and how'd that work out?
My point is that your instincts tell you to break protocol for a reason. This blind optimism that you have is why you make such bold and courageous choices that are also extremely stupid.
First time giving a pep talk?
That was one of my favorite
That's
scenes.
a great scene.
First time giving a pep talk. Transformers 1 is part of the Paramount family, just like us, and only on CBS Mornings. We love when this happens. I'm going to say it twice. Only on CBS Mornings, Scarlett Johansson joins us from London. Hello, Scarlett Johansson. Good
Hello.
morning. We are so glad you're here.
Hi. How are you?
We are so good, Scarlett. You have some of the best lines, like, thanks for being an idiot, she says at one point, because she is really the one who's leading the charge here. But this is what I heard, that the director reached out to you for the job of Elita-1 because he said he only heard your voice in this role. Number one, you got a great voice. What did that mean to you, hearing that from the director?
We've worked together before. Josh has... he's an incredible writer-director. I loved everything he did at Pixar, Toy Story 4. I've worked with him on other projects. He's written stuff for my company, and I've been able to collaborate with him, very fortunately, on other things. He has an amazing imagination. And I knew that he was going on to do Transformers because he had been working on it for, a long time. It takes a long time to get animated films made, much longer in some instances than live-action movies. And when he emailed me about voicing Elita, it was totally a surprise to me because I had known he'd been working on it for so long, and he never hinted at anything like that. And the script was so great. It was such a great script. It had such cinematic qualities. It has so much heart. This film has so much heart. It really has amazing messaging in there, and it's really funny too. And it just looks
beautiful too,
he
Scarlett.
showed me some of the images that so beautiful looking. That's what I was going to say. ILM, who did all of the animation on it, really created, I think, a whole new style of animation. The texture of this film is really unique.
Yeah, Scarlett, I've been saying to Keegan and to Brian that they should just continue to do these animated Transformers films. That's how amazing this was. And your character, Elita, is kind of a boss lady, kind of like you in real life. I love that all of the characters sort of in some way sort of personify who all of you are as individual humans. Did you find that you had that in common with her?
I didn't know if you were going to say boss lady or bossy. I was like, where is this going?
No, boss lady confident, which means confidence.
It's okay. I'll take a little bossy too. I mean, I think the character is, she's very driven. She has a healthy ambition. She believes in her ability. She has all of these qualities that really make a leader, and that's like what she is born to be. She's really born to be in a leadership position. She's a little bit of a control freak, which I may or may not know something about. Hard to say. You have to ask Colin. But it's definitely I think we sort of imbibe the characters with our own our own flavor that comes really from us as people, and I think that's why the characters feel human in a way. These sentient sort of robots have that human quality. Like, you need the nuance to really make the story, I think, to have the story connect with the audience in the way that it does.
So, Scarlett, when we had Keegan-Michael Key on and he described his approach to voice work, he said he runs in the booth if the character's running. He falls in the booth if the character's falling. Do you take that same involved, fully committed approach? How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, like, when you go in and there'll be, I've had to do so much voice work for these kind of, like, big action films because, of course, I did all the Avengers movies for, like, decade of time, and so I'm used to doing just absurd things in the sound with whatever helps you kind of get the feeling of movement, because you really can hear, if you're just standing there and you're doing these kind of grunts and efforts, it sounds very staged. So you have to use, there's like a bar that they put in front of you, and you find yourself doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Hopefully nobody has any video recordings of it, because it definitely would be extremely embarrassing to see out of context, because you're like squatting and punching and running in place and like doing all these twisting things. You know, it's very physical, but it brings the action to life.
He just called Colin, and he did say you're quite bossy, but he does it anyway.
Yeah, he said some of the Elita lines seem taken from the marriage.
Yes.
I'm better than you. That was
Not that surprising.
Well, Scarlett Johansson, we love always
surprising,
having
yeah.
you on the show. The last time you were here, you were so kind to look at my pictures of my toddler, Celine. I hope that Rose and Cosmo loved seeing you in this film. I'm sure they did. Thank you very, very much.
Yes. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
In London.
You too.
Yes. Transformer 1 is in theaters, folks, this Friday. Go check it out.